Righto, Fletch, we have got the Aussie squad. Do you want to go through all of this or just the main ins, Brooks?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Read it.
Well, Steve Smith's the captain. Okay,
Yep.
folks. Sean Abbott is there. Scott Boland, Alex Carey, Brendan Doggett.
Yeah, the dog.
The Dogmeister.
Buckets froths on the dog.
Brendan Doggett comes in. He's from the Glenelg Cricket Club. What do you call those? Those words? Palindrome, is it? Glenelg, spelled the same way backwards.
Kayak.
Yeah, kayak.
Yep.
Race car.
Yes.
Race car.
Poob.
Yes.
Pop.
Yeah, F off if you say that backwards, but it's in an Irish accent when you come back the other way.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It is actually.
Say that again.
If you say it in full terms, F off.
Kayak. Glenelg.
If you say that, they're palindromes. Cameron Green. So Cameron Green's there. Cameron Green's there. Will he bowl? We don't know. Josh Hazelwood, Travis Head, Josh Inglis, Usman Khawaja, Marnus Labuschagne, Nathan Lyon, Mitchell Stark, Jake Weatherald has got a start from Tasmania, and Bo Webster also has a spot. So what do we got here? 4, 5,
15.
15.
So no Sammy Konstas.
No Konstas.
3 potential debutants in Doggett, Abbott and Weatherald. Doggett and Weatherald are 31. Abbott's pretty much around that age too. So no real youngsters in the team. Marnus back, obviously, because of his huge summer in the ODIs and the Shield.
He's had to.
ODD,
and
sorry.
you were hoping Bancroft too, weren't you? You were.
Now, I wanted the Sandpaper reunion, but that obviously hasn't happened. 2 all-rounders is going to be interesting to see if Webster and Green are in the side. They've been together in the last 4 Aussie tests. But we've got this last Shield round, and Green will get an opportunity to bowl. I think they're thinking 15 to 20 overs in that match to see if he's ready
So
to
Bancroft is the only one of the 3, Warner, Smith and Bancroft,
Warner, Smith,
who have not had a chance at redemption. Is that right?
That's yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's clearly been absolutely listed.
Well, yeah, because was it last year or the summer before where he was just braining it in Shield and he still never got a start.
Renshaw was the other one they were talking about. He's missed out, Matty Renshaw. George Bailey, of course, the questions were going to come at him relating to Sam Konstas, the Greek god. Here's what he had to say.
I feel for Sammy because I think at the moment, I mean, if he farts, it's a headline. And there's a handful of young guys his age playing Shield cricket around the country, and they're all learning and they're all going through a journey of becoming the best cricketer they can be. And Sammy's no different to that. He just happens to be doing it under what seems to be immense scrutiny at the moment. We like the skill set there, confident that over the long run it'll continue to build out it. It's not going to be linear. No one's passage through their career is linear. But the message is just to keep it simple and score runs and bat for as long and as helpful a way as you can for New South Wales.
Georgie Williams, Fletch. Wonderful skin.
Bailey.
What did I say?
Williams.
George Williams.
Yeah.
George Bailey.
You know who I feel sorry for? Prue. I know, like Prue's one of us.
McSweeney's gone.
We love Prue,
Yep.
and he had to face India when they were just flying.
Yep.
Boomerang.
And then he's just been ousted.
Yep. Prue McSweeney's gone.
There was chat that is going to be Australia's next captain.
Yep.
He got a ton in the most recent Shield match as well.
Let's push for the Swan.
Push for Prue.
I reckon he's on the beef tallow. Are your girls into the beef tallow, Brian, for the face cream? That's the new go.
Is it?
Yeah,
Who, George?
I reckon George is on the beef tallow.
Is he? I reckon he's a bit worried because Tugger's had a crack at him.
Tugger's had a big crack at him.
Steve Waugh had a
He
crack
has.
at him. I'd be petrified of Steve Waugh's after you.
You don't hear him come out too much, do you, publicly about the stuff? And if he does, it's a whack.
And you listen to him.
Oh, you listen all right. So since scoring an impressive century for Australia, back in September, Konstas has managed to record scores of 4, 14, 40, 0, 53, 20 and 10. So hardly knocking the door down. The West Australian, they're cheeky buggers over there, and here's what they had to say on the front page. It says Baz Ball. Ball is in B-A-W-L as in crying. England's cocky captain complainer, still smarting from Creasegate, lands in Perth early thinking dopey Bazball can take the Ashes.
This is awesome. This is like the... what was that magazine that was just all full of shit?
Mad Magazine.
No. The paper. Or the
I don't wanna say
Inquirer.
any.
Like the Inquirer.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one? They just used to make up...
Yeah.
Sounds like a bodgy thing. Or is that News Corp? Heavy.
but
But I'm not owned by News Corp anymore.
Kiwi-born Ben Stokes, the king of England's self-proclaimed reinvention of cricket, dubbed Bazball, has sauntered into Perth, confident the crazed brand of carefree and careless thrash batting, untested in Australia, will reclaim the Ashes. I tell you what, they are good at putting the bait out, aren't they, on the trap?
It's going to be good.
Done it with the Bears, done it with Origin, did it with the departing West Coast Eagles coach Adam Simpson, where they just, had all the L's on the front cover in red.
They go hard.
And the basketballer?
Got to get their attention.
They hammered the basketballer who left, who was...
Oh, yes, they did too.
What was his name? He went to... Where'd he go?
Cotton.
Cotton. Went to
Yeah,
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Yeah, Cotton.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1300 11170. Steve Warbrine, you mentioned. Here's what he had to say, swinging at George Bailey's selection.
Well, George Bailey's going to have to make some tough calls, and I think in the past he's shown that he hasn't really had the appetite for that at times. So he's going to have to step up to the plate with the other selectors, because it is a time of transition. The bowlers are in their sort of 30s, and some of the batsmen are getting on as well. But that's natural for every team. But you just want to make sure that that 3 or 4 players don't go out at the same time. That leaves a big hole in the team. So they've got to, just make sure that it is a transition, but not all at once. Yeah, well, I'd like to see the selectors pick the sides, not the players. There's been a lot of players recently picking sides and saying who should be in the team. That's the selectors' job.
Oh,
Wow.
who's he alluding to?
I wish. Do we know if they asked him who would he have picked? Like where did George get it wrong? If he feels like he did get it wrong, didn't he?
Well, Uzi came out publicly and said he wanted Renshaw. So maybe he's alluding to the fact that the players have used the media to say, I want this guy selected, and puts more pressure on the selectors. Like these guys, it'll be interesting next few years. You could see the selection committee sort of leave, because they're going to have an absolute shit show in the next couple of years, because people are going to be retiring every summer because of the age of all these players that they've got. It's going to be a really hard transition for Australian cricket, particularly in the Tests.
And bowlers.
Well, across the board too. You got Uzi's going to be probably the first to retire after this summer.
Okay, question, boys.
I got him
How
in
much
3
say does
times.
Ronnie have in this selections? And how much should he have?
He's the head. Yeah, he'd have a lot, and then the coach and captain will have their say too.
No, he is the coach, Ronnie.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Williams.
No,
But-
I'm saying how much say does the
He
coach have? How much should he have?
I don't think as much as days gone by.
Right.
I mean, as you always hear about how that was always the captain. Now it's not the captain.
No.
Captain doesn't. Just getting back onto this, do you feel like, in Origin when the players get up and they say, so-and-so, I'm from
Yep.
what Coogee Wombats? Or
Yep.
should the cricketers do this? Like Steve Smith coming out and going, Sutherland Cricket Club, as they come out. Don't you
100%.
reckon?
100%.
Um,
The basketballers do it, the NFL players do
Josh
it.
Inglis should do it.
Joondalup.
Yeah.
Joondalup.
Travis Head, Tea Tree Gully. I think
Tree
you
Gully,
were down
perfect.
that gully for a while, weren't you, Fletch?
Did you don't want to get lost down there, Trav? Hence why I got the mo on.
Doggett and Carey are both from Glen Elg.
Spelled backwards.
Both from Glen Elg. So that's good. Redlands Cricket Club for Marnus.
What about Bo and Jake? Same Kingborough.
Yep.
Kingborough Cricket Club down there in
Tassie.
Tassie.
Cameron Green's one sounds really nice.
Where's his?
The Subiaco Floriat Cricket Club.
Yeah. That's why he's got a bodgy back.
Fancy.
He's got no hardness about him.
Well, the old saying used to go, if you get handed a baggy blue, you get a baggy green with it. What have we got? New South Wales have got 5. 5 of the 15. Stephen Smith, Sean Abbott,
Would have had 6.
Hazelwood, yep.
Hazelwood.
Lyon and Stark, and no Cummins, of course. So it could have been 6, absolutely. Brent Reid for the Daily Telegraph. The NRL has announced major changes to its anti-tampering rules to curb premature player recruitment and public speculation. Brian, clubs and their officials will be banned from publicly commenting on players who are still under contract and not yet eligible for negotiations. This includes media personalities who hold club roles, e.g. Phil Gould, e.g. our man from yesterday, Matty Johns, e.g. Tallis of the Gordon.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So every time we do when we have to review the game or preview games, Gold Coast, step aside, MJ, you're not allowed to do this.
Can't do it.
So me and Mudguard Time Marsh will be able to do it.
They've found a loophole, Fletch.
Why?
In the
Because
gag
they're
order.
bought into the Titans, so they don't have to do pre-game and post-game shows.
Oh, that is smart.
You need to buy
That's
into a
right.
team.
Well, I don't need to do that. Oh, yes.
That's why.
Buy in.
Well, how's GT going to handle this? How is he going to handle this? This is going to be awesome viewing. Getting
So-
around NRL 360, because Braith will be talking about all his players he'll have.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the Titans. We could have so much fun with Gordon, couldn't we?
Oh,
The Titans. We'll get him fined.
Yeah.
Let's get him fined.
So, no public courting before November 1. Under existing rules, players can only negotiate with rival clubs from November 1 of their final contract year. The new policy extends this, prohibiting any public statements or inducements before that date. The other one is you can't shop players. So clubs and agents, I think this is the main one actually, they can't shop contracted players to other clubs without the player's consent. So in other words, Brooksy can't go, listen, hey, Sugar, do you want to move Fletchy Boy on?
Yeah.
Because we've got someone else up our sleeve, or we would like to take this player from you.
You'd
You
have to tell me.
Yeah.
Be up front.
Yep.
But then I'm going to go running back to my manager. And then you're going to lose all of us.
Correct.
Because he's going to threaten to take Mitch. He's coming with me.
Yep.
Tourist is coming with me.
Yeah, what about Buckets?
Buckets is with me anyway.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's a
then
bottom 4 team.
So then you two are just stuck here.
I'll bring Gibbo back. Penalties for breaches. You've got fines, salary cap sanctions, and
I've got a Ron
possible
Massey Cup.
deregistration of officials. These penalties apply to clubs, agents, and even media figures with club affiliations. Why now, you ask? Well, that's a good question, Brian. Triggered by high-profile cases like Lockie Galvin's mid-season move from the West Tigers to Canterbury Bulldogs while still contracted for 17 months. Similar concerns arose around public interest in Payne Haas for 2027, despite him being contracted until 2026. The implementation. New rules will be forced from December 1, 2025, following agreement with the NRL Players Association under the latest CBA. So there you go. Will someone get pinched for it?
Still not going to stop. Very hard to prove.
Very hard.
Very hard to prove.
Julian King brought up a good point earlier about how do you enforce it. What if a coach is just complimenting a player, like genuinely gets asked about it, compliments a player? Does that then fall under this kind of breach?
Well, there was
Please
something.
explain.
Well,
Please explain.
Is it?
So
Is,
if for
Give me an
instance,
example.
Okay, Ivan Cleary. Jules's example was Ivan Cleary gets interviewed about.
No, let's
Eoni.
do your one. I want to do your one.
Okay, my one.
Your example.
So another coach, not Ivan Cleary. Who's the
Flanagan.
Flanagan. Flanagan gets asked about
Kitty Flanagan.
Kitty Flanagan gets asked about the sport, and they say, "Why does it matter for you, Kitty?" Anyway, if a player, what's his name, Shane Flanagan, gets asked about someone that used to play for the Dragons, and he wants to compliment them, is it
enticing?
Is it enticing to say like, "Oh, I'd
He's
love
a fan.
to"?
okay, well, maybe a good example is, Mitch, where did Lockie Galvin, did Gus not come out
He did.
and say something about Galvin, saying something like his best player since Fittler or best junior?
He said he will be the richest rugby league player to ever lace on a boot, but I've never met him.
Yes. Yeah, so that kind of stuff now is being gagged out of the game.
You get gagged only if you're involved with them. But I can go gag free.
Oh, you're a gagger.
I'm a gagger, so I can gag. So I could gag the whole show.
Yeah.
Where Matty can't.
No, non-gag.
Oh, we could set Matty up.
You can.
And then we can find him.
You can get him to a gag trap. You can, a gag trap.
But that was a lot of it was that 100% footy with Gus saying that. As Tigers fans, you'd be like, this is a GM of a club talking about a guy that's coming off contract in 18 months.
Would you call it flirting?
It's mad flirting. It's like telling everyone you know that knows them that you're interested in them.
Yeah.
And doing it on TV, it's like everyone knows around him that Gus is interested.
But why did Gus need to do that? Like, couldn't Gus just bump? Like, now I'm playing devil's advocate. You don't need to. All the best deals have done, as we know. I'm thinking of Cooper Cronk when no one knew what was going on. All of a sudden, isn't it all the smarter ones do it in the
But none of the Roosters guys that made those deals were probably on shows talking about how much they like Cronk and stuff. And that's a tough thing. The US, when you've got people like that doing media, doing presses, whatever, they know the rules are there that can that you can influence because someone's going to pick it up and say, like, for instance, I think Magic Johnson, when he was part of the Lakers, got fined $1 million because he was talking about a player that was a potential free agent.
Gotcha, yeah.
You can't be doing that because there is a deadline that people from a club can talk about a player, and that he was going on ESPN or whatever outlet it was, and he was saying that he was interested. He loves the way the player plays and, alluding to the fact that the Lakers would probably go after him in free agency. And that's where Gus was, he was on the border there with what he was saying about Lockie Galvin on a player that wasn't a free agent. And that would allow the agent and the player to go, well, the Bulldogs are interested in me. And then what happened? They went and talked to the Tigers.
But what I'm saying is, didn't Gus just do all that? This is my take on it. Knowing that they were going to get Galvin, like to get the supporters on board. Like, Gus didn't need to come out and say, oh, Galvin's the best 19-year I've ever seen, because he could have done the deal behind closed doors.
Yeah, and that's not...
Isn't it just to do it so when eventually it comes, it's not such a great surprise?
Well, yeah, what Brian's saying. So if you're the manager, whether he says it on air or not, if he says to Lockie Galvin's manager, hey, manager of Galvin, mate, I reckon Lockie Galvin's going to be the best junior we've ever seen, or whatever he says, he's still going to tell that to Lockie. It's the same.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to publicly go on.
Yeah. No, I just thought Gus was doing it so when it does eventually that the Dogs have signed him, it's not...
He's broken.
He's sort of, it's an icebreaker, and it's not news. It's, oh, well, Gus talked about him, right? Well, that makes sense now. They're going to sign him.
And it sets up the excitement, doesn't it? Like, because, he's talked about it. Now we got him.
Yeah.
Like, that's big excitement.
And the other GMs and recruitment officers across the league, well, there's probably a few that would have the access that Gus has. Like, being able to say that on air, not all teams have that access. And that's an advantage for Gus to be able to go, oh, look at how good this Galvin guy is. Well, the other 16 to 15 teams couldn't really have a platform to say that. So there's an unfair advantage there to be able to get your feelers out early compared to the other teams who are waiting for November 1 to approach Lockie Galvin's representation. And that's what I think. I think it's a good move, and that's where you got to be able to draw the line somewhere. You won't be able to obviously police it across the board, but if you put these rules in and people in those positions can't use it and it's fair, what's the point of having a salary cap? And you've got people all over the place doing all this stuff. Once you do the salary cap, you need to have rules in place so it's fair across the board.
But rugby league supporters froth on speculation. You look at your WhatsApp chats. Other than the Paul Bongiornos you get, you get the rumours. I was at the getting a haircut the other day, and guess who's coming to the Dragons? So and so definitely signed.
Yeah, DCU apparently met with Craig Fitzgibbon, didn't he? All that crap.
We love all that.
Yeah, we do.
We love it.
We do.
If you're a player agent, though, I'd be using the precedent of what Gus has said. So if anyone talks like Gus, Wraith, anyone talks about your player now, you go, look at what happened with Gus, look at what happened with Galvin, and then use that to go to other clubs and go, this has happened before.
Everyone's keen,
It's just going to drive your money up non-stop.
Yeah, probably. Interesting. By the way, I've come around.
Oh, here we go.
I'm with the fans.
Seen the light.
Mate, the November 1 thing's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous that you can sign a player today
2025, November.
to play for 2027.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it before, but now it is ridiculous. Like, it seriously is ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, in the old days, it was the reasoning why. This was the excuse. Our players, they need time to find a unit, or I think those days have well and truly gone.
That's what you sign up for, Fletch, right? You sign up for a short career, whether that short career is 15 years or 3 years or 2, and that just comes with it, right? So as long as you're not doing one-year deals every year, you're not going to have to worry about it. But the AFL, you cannot move. Well, they never know, do they, where...
No, but they've also got the draft too.
And the trade period, which they just had.
Yeah.
Which sort of works together. We saw Adam Reynolds come out. There was he came out and was talking about his book, and he was going to sign with the Tigers. And he said, I was going to come down. If I was going to play, the family were going to stay in Brisbane, and I was just going to come down and play. So they can do it.
Of course they can.
I feel it's just been used as a bargaining tool now.
Yeah, of course they can. It is ridiculous.
How long do you need?
Mate, I just think as soon as the grand final's over, off you go.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of time.
And players they're doing deals anyway.
Well, they are exactly right. But just keep it hush-hush. Have your gagging order in place.
Yeah.
And as soon as you pick and roll, away you go.
Yeah, so kick off straight after 8 o'clock.
Yep.
What time's the game?
And then we start thinking about, all right, what's going on? So the rugby league noise continues.
Till Christmas? When's cut-off date?
Well, there's no cut-off date until round 1.
Yeah, okay.
Just no cut-off date. Like you can't waste too much time. You need to get your squads training together. World Club Challenge is back. David Riccio through the Daily Telegraph reporting that he returns in 2026 with the NRL premiers, the Brisbane Broncos, travelling to England in late February to face Hull KR, the Super League champions. Now, Hull KR have also got to go to Vegas the following week, don't they? I think you'll find they're going to do that. This will be the only third edition in 6 years that this has happened for the traditional contest to crown the world's best rugby league team. The matchup is expected to draw huge interest, as Eagles fans were captivated by Reece Walsh, have been so far during the current Ashes tour. We'll get another chance to see the Broncos star live Both the NRL and Super League view the event as a key opportunity to promote rugby league in England. So that's even pointing further to, the rugby league of the NRL maybe acquiring the Super League. Historically, the Roosters were the last NRL winners in 2020, while Penrith lost to St Helens and Wigan in 23 and 24. Idea committee, according to Brooksy, could the World Club Challenge coincide with an NRL season opener in England, Brian? So could you have on the same weekend?
Yeah.
Could you have maybe that be played? So in the instance of the Broncos taking on Hull KR, the following week you would see Hull KR go to Vegas.
Yeah.
To take on, I think they're playing St Helens maybe. Or Leeds. And then meanwhile the Broncos stay an extra week in England and they would play another Australian side who flies out.
Yeah. Is this part of PVL's world play?
Yeah, like would you do that? So
global round.
Have the 2 games in Vegas and then have the Broncos stay a week and tackle on the Raiders, for example, in round 0.
Yeah.
In round 0.
Why not?
Yeah.
I've got no problem with that. So it's all about expansion.
Well, they're there.
The world's not a bigger place as it used to be, is it? Really?
No. Nope.
That's quite... that's good what you did with your glasses there.
Qatar option turned down. Matty Shaw, all out of rugby league. Hull KR and the Brisbane Broncos have rejected a lucrative 7-figure offer from Qatar to host the 2026 World Club Challenge overseas. Despite the financial appeal and Qatar's interest in promoting rugby league globally, both clubs have opted to keep the match in the UK, prioritising local fans and tradition. Thoughts, Brian?
That's far out. We are getting global. I'm speechless. I'm without speech.
Do you think PVL's going to need another planet by the time he's at the end of this? Like trying to host games somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like it's just like you're seeing what's happened the last 2.5 years and how it's, we were laughing at like the AFL going to China. And they went and played an Anzac game at Wellington. And it was like, at least, that was good that they were trying. But like, this is actually...
Is this fair income though? Like, what would Qatar get out? I mean, again... Could be SW, but why would they want it?
SW.
They got that air conditioning stadium where they had the soccer.
Yeah,
you've seen that.
They're all.
But it's a 7 million.
7 figure, so it's a mil.
Yeah, but I wonder, like,
if that's a mil, PVL would be taking that.
Well, the thing is, it can't just go to the Broncos and Hull KR.
No, it'd go to the coffers.
Coffers.
Love the coffers.
I love the coffers.
What is a coffer made up of?
A coffer.
Yeah. Is it short?
Never
for
seen a coffer.
I haven't. Coffee and naan. What is a coffer?
It's a strong box or small chest for holding valuables.
Okay. What sort of era was this? Was it Queen Victoria or medieval? Was it when the Ottoman Empire were around? I'll tell you a little bit of Ottoman Empire. I'm into that at the moment.
2003 World Club Challenge, Brian. The Roosters smashed St Helens 38 blot. You weren't there.
I was there.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
Got a charity shield. Won a charity shield.
Yeah. You beat the Dragons, did you?
Beat the Dragons.
Oh, good on you,
Stick
Brian.
that in your pipe and smoke it.
How did you feel actually watching that?
I didn't.
No. Didn't feel
sad.
I didn't watch it.
Too early.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.